Hey everyone, so let's start by placing our garlic cloves and ginger in the big pot of water. Then we want to put in some spring onions, also along with some white peppercorns. Generously season this with salt and let it boil for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then with the chicken, what you're going to do is cut the excess skin and butt for later use. Make sure the chicken's at room temperature before placing into the stock and cover and place it on the lowest heat possible. Make sure it's not boiling or simmering. Cover for about 45 minutes, depending how big the chicken is. Next, let's start our ginger paste, which we'll be using for the rice. Here we have the ginger, the garlic cloves, and red onion. Just place it all in the food processor, or you can use that, what do you call it, the motor. Add some oil, salt, and some water just so that it blends nicely into a paste. Cover and blend. Then midway through blending, you want to open it and scrape the sides down to just make sure everything is blended in nicely till it reaches a really nice smooth paste. Something like this, and we're good to go and start our rice. So here we are gonna put in some generous amount of oil and then place in the chicken butt and skin, and if you have chicken feet, whatever excess skin you have, use it to cook. Cook it as a light brown. Then we're gonna add in our paste that we just blended earlier. We're just gonna cook this for about 3 to about 4 minutes till it's like a darker yellow. Then we already put in our rice, which the measurements I'll put down there, but this is all depending on how much you want to use. You can adjust this accordingly. And I would recommend using a rice cooker. I'm using this big pot because I didn't have a rice cooker big enough to make what I wanted to make, so I'm using a non-stick pot. Then let's put in our cold stock. Here I'm using the stock warm, but you do want to use the stock when it's cold instead. It's very important actually. And just place in water. Accordingly, just season this to your preference on how salty you want your rice to be, and then just make sure you keep an eye on this because it cooks a lot faster on the stove than a rice cooker. Place in your pandan bunch in like that, close it and let it cook. Midway or a few times through cooking the rice, make sure you just mix it like so, and then once it's done, you just want to fluff it up, and yeah, you're good to go. It's that easy. Beautiful rice. So for our chicken, after 45 minutes or so, just poke this in and check with the thermometer if you have one that it reads at 72 degrees, or just poke it and check if any blood comes running out. If it doesn't, it's cooked. Place it in a bowl of ice, water, and make sure that it stops the cooking process, and then you just want to pour in more water till it totally fills it up like so, and just leave it. Next, let's just do our chicken sauce, which is about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sesame oil, about 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. You can create your own sauce if you want, but this is a simple sauce I do, and just some white pepper. That's all. Next, let's begin our chicken rice chili. This is one of the most important things for chicken rice for me. It's not the same without it. Just put in your garlic, fresh red chilies, rice white vinegar, and you can use white vinegar if you want, but I prefer rice vinegar, some lime, fresh lime, along with sugar, brown sugar or white sugar will do, some of the stock that you made to make the chicken, season it with salt, close it, and just blend it till it becomes a really fine, nice, like chili, watery sauce. Adjust the seasoning to your liking accordingly, and just give it a taste, and if it's good to go, it's done. Next, we're going to do the ginger oil. This is also one of my favorite things in chicken rice. You don't have it at all chicken rice places. Put in some rice vinegar and season with salt. This has about 1/3 of minced garlic to ginger. And then I just heat up some oil and pour it all over to release the fragrant taste of the ginger, garlic, and spring onions. And that's it. Next, for the stock, just put in a chicken carcass, some of the Chinese berries, raw white peanuts, some of this brown cucumber, and that's it. Let it boil for a while till it reduces and cooks. Let's plate our chicken rice. Here I'm gonna get a board because it looks better to plate. Here we have the chili that we made, our ginger oil, my cut up poached chicken, So good. It's juicy and tender. And some cucumber, the soup that we made, and that's all. Oops, one more thing is the sauce for the chicken. Just pour it over the chicken to the amount that you want, and then that's really all. Here you have your Hainanese chicken rice. So that is it. I have my chicken rice here. I'm ready to dig in. If you did enjoy this video, I hope that I'll see you in the next one, and please do subscribe. See you later.